Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Ammar, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we are absolutely thrilled to be joined by David Hyman, the founder and managing partner of Revilo Technologies. David, welcome to Founders Future.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
I'm excited to dive in. I always like to start from the beginning. So take me on a little trip down memory lane to before you started your company. What were you doing at the time? And then what was really the motivation behind starting the company?
Okay, sometimes I get long-winded, so stop me if I go too far. But my background is, I would say I'm a creative person. That's to sum it up. I spent about 24, 25 years in the music industry. So I was a recording engineer slash producer, mixer. So I've mixed a lot of songs that you love and probably never know who worked on it. Recording mix. So for example, I recorded Justin Bieber's first single, One Less Lonely Girl. I worked with Usher, Jennifer Lopez, Michael Jackson, came up in that scene. In about, I would say it's like 2009, I went back to school, got a degree in psychology. And when I was finishing up, a friend of mine started talking to me about UX design. So that moved to the next phase of my life as far as designing products. So worked on corporate America for a while for a lot of big American companies, AT&T, Citizens Bank, and so forth. Now, as far as how the birth of Revelo, back then it was the idea was mechanic on demand. That spawned in 2016 when I don't remember if it was out before, but I don't know if you know about Doctors on Demand, but it's a way that people who needs if you need to see a doctor, you don't have to call a doctor, go in the office. There's an app. You could actually just pull the app up and just start to communicate with a doctor and they could prescribe medication for you. So back then I thought, man, it would be cool to have something like that for a mechanic. So if I needed to get my car fixed, or maybe it's like something small, I should be able to just take my phone out and call a mechanic and we could do a FaceTime conversation and get the job done. So I started it back in 2016 and then life and work put it to the wayside.
Mm.
So last year, I was talking to someone about it. It's like, sounds like a great idea. You should do it. But I say when I did the research back in 2016, there was not a lot of companies that was doing mobile automotive services. So
Yeah.
when I started doing the research last year, I noticed that there's companies like Your Mechanic, Wrench, and quite a few companies doing mobile services. Then I figured, how do I separate myself from the competitors? So I decided that after looking at the industry, I noticed that there's no real marketplace for automotive services. So in America, we have Angie.com, but they focus more on residential service. So cutting your lawn, painting, whatever. If you need a provider, they could do that. I decided to do a combination of Uber and Angie and put that together to create a marketplace so providers could be able to sell their service and customers could go and book their services. And it's not simply repair and maintenance, it's anything that covers a spectrum of automotive service. So you could be an insurance agent, independent insurance agent. You're selling car insurance. You could sign up on a platform.
Mm.
You could wash cars. You could sign on the platform.
Very
If you need, we're trying to make it where if you need to book a car, instead of going to Expedia or one of those brands, you could actually book car service rent a car through the platform. If your car breaks down somewhere, like you on a highway, you need to get a hotel, you could actually book hotels through the app. So we're
cool.
trying to do everything in one spectrum.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very cool. So it's a marketplace for any sort of automotive service. Let's break down kind of the business model.
sure.
How do you generate revenue?
Okay, so right now we're still pre-launch phase, so we're
Okay.
not generating. We're looking to the web application is in development. We're looking to launch like first week in August. But as far
Okay.
as the business model, as I mentioned, we're using the Uber and Angie business model, and I'll break those down for you. So we have one of the things that we're doing in our MVP rollout is emergency services. So emergency service operates from the Uber business model. So let's say you need a tow truck. You're broken down on the road, you need to say, oh, I need to get a tow truck. Where you are able to open the app and say, this is my location. I need a tow truck. You see all the towing services in the area. So those are partners that signed up on the platform. You see all the towing services in the area. You say you see the pricing and you see the estimated time of arrival. You say, okay, I need this truck. This price is okay. You confirm. Customers pay us. We pay out to the provider. So that's the Uber business model. Now, from the Angie business model, is more from lead generation. So the customer comes on, they need, let's say they need an oil change. All the providers that sign up on the platform, we send a lead out to them. If they
Mm,
accept the lead, they pay us and they get connected with the customer and they do the service. They could also the customer could also live track where that provider is and they could internal messaging and so forth. And we also do subscription service. So based on your subscription service, there's different levels. So from a provider standpoint, there's a free version where it's pay per lead, you pay for the lead. But if you want to go higher, if you want to get more, it's more like SEL. So you pay for a subscription, now you get ranked higher on the listing if someone is looking for someone to do an oil change in the area. And there's a few more features that they get. As far as from the customer side, they also for there's a freemium version and then there's different tiers. So let's say the base tier now, we have AI. I didn't mention that before. So the AI service, as the higher service you get, now you have the ability to say you have access to AI service, you have access to see gas stations or EV stations in your area. So there's different perks to it. So just a quick thing on the AI. We have what we're it's called Revi AI. So similar
mm.
to Google Gemini or even Siri or Alexa, you're able to speak with
I'm
the
not quite sure how to help you with that.
my Alexa just went off. You're able to speak to the application to say,
Yeah.
hey, Revi, book me a car wash tomorrow, 10 a.m. Okay, it checks the system, who's in the area, set up
Yeah.
the appointment, and everything gets booked that way.
Very interesting. So right now, you guys are pre-launch. It's still in development.
Yes.
Is this the main thing you're focused on, or is there anything else that you do in the meantime?
Now, this is my main thing that I focused on. Like I said, I've been in the corporate America for a while. And when I started, I got laser focused because I've started and stopped before, but I got laser focused and I was like, okay, now this is it. I spoke to my wife. I'm all in.
Why was this time different?
I've started different business before, but going back to the point as far as being a creator, over the years, I've had so many different ideas that I never follow through on. And then I see someone else come along and do it
Mm,
so many times.
yeah.
And I've had this idea like years ago. It's like, oh wow. So then I decided that no, I'm actually gonna follow through. And if all else fail, now I feel good within myself to know that I
Mm,
tried and I followed through versus I see someone else come with the idea and then I'm just mad at myself.
yeah. That's a great life lesson for people to take away.
Yeah.
Is it's better to try at something and then fail, which I don't even believe in the concept of failure. I think all failure is just
Lesson learned.
yeah, it's feedback
Yeah, yeah.
where it's how to improve, how do you get better, it's all
Yep.
those different things. What has it been like, the process of developing this? Walk us through that. Do you have any experience? Do you have to hire developers? How long does that process take? Walk me through that.
Okay. Yeah, the process of development. So until I did hire offshore development team, because as far as if I was supposed to do it in America, probably three times as much. So I have an offshore team in Bangalore, India that I'm working with. As far as the design of the application, until I hired them, I would say I designed about 75% of the whole platform myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Oh, I'm a designer. That's
Okay.
yeah. So
So
as
like when you say designer, and you say designed it, like you coded it, or what do you mean?
so as far as well, by trade, I'm also a UX designer, so user
Got it.
experience designer. So like I said, I had the idea. So I had to build out the whole experience. So if
Mm,
you go in your app and navigate anything through the app, someone have to do that. So the website that's up right now, I designed that myself. But as far as when the mobile application comes out, so there's a mobile application, a website, a web application, and a super admin portal, obviously for the back end stuff. So the only thing I didn't design myself was the super admin. The offshore designer was working on that. But yeah, everything I did myself. I had to go through a process, I would say about 3 months vetting different development companies
Mm,
because people could say, "Oh yeah, I could do it and it's fine," but you got to be careful because just being a part of the IT world, I've seen it where a lot of developers they're focused on is it function? Is it functioning? If I click this, can I go here? But I have to make sure visually it's appealing. Because perfect example, when you go to a restaurant, if you're ordering food, it doesn't matter what ingredients in the food. If it's not visually appealing, you don't
yeah,
want it.
100%. Yeah, that's a
So
great point.
so that's what I yeah.
So then how were you vetting them? Is it just based off of case studies, stuff that they've done in the past?
Okay, so as far as I call ChatGPT my great assistant. So everything I did was just research. I was like, okay, so I researched Philippines, there's Pakistan, India, and I asked for, okay, what are some of the best companies in this area that have an understanding and would be able to help me develop this. And it
Yeah,
gave me a few recommendations. And I also use Upwork and Fiverr. I just did that and just having conversations with these companies, see
cool.
what they've done before. And just based on what I'm looking for and also pricing was a big thing. Yeah, you gotta negotiate because right now it's not funded. I'm bootstrapping everything myself.
Wow.
So how do I have to have money to develop this platform and I have to have money to market it. So if I'm doing everything on my own, I have to be resourceful. So I find
Yeah.
and my job was to find the best company that could do it for my budget and execute it. So when it comes out, it's a representation of me and doesn't look like something janky.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So now that it's pre-launch, when do you think you'll be able to launch it? Or I
Oh
guess
yeah, we were looking to early August, so pretty much next
okay.
month. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then what would be the next step? Is the next step marketing, go-to-market strategy, or is it finding investors? What does that look like?
We're working, yeah, right now we're in the marketing phase. So we're, as far as social media, we're doing a lot of social media blasts. We're doing a lot of posting. We haven't done any paid ads at this point because I'm waiting for when it's closer to launch for the paid ads. That's my philosophy. Maybe I'm wrong, but we're trying to do everything organic right now, just posting. And then when it's close to launch, do paid ads because we don't want to have customers go to the site and not able to book service. Right?
100%.
They could sign up for the wait list, and we get that information, and we could always reach out to them to say, okay, it's live. But right now, we're trying to make people aware as far as this is what we're offering right now.
Got it. So it sounds like there's two angles. You've got the customer side, but then you've also got the services side.
Yes.
How do you market for that to get more people on the platform?
Okay, so we're starting in Atlanta and Dallas. So we're testing those two markets
Got it.
first. We so far my team we're gathering companies or providers per se and that provide these services. So we're gonna send out whether it's calling, email, whatever way we're targeting these providers. So we have to reach out to the providers and we also have to connect with the customers. So we have a list of providers that we're going to connect with. We're also looking to do commercial ads on TV. So we're I don't know if you know about Mountain TV, and there's another one where you could actually post commercials for like really cheap. You could post commercial, and if you have stream TV, the customers that you're targeting, they could actually see these videos. So
If I'm on Prime Video or if I'm on, because I get Netflix on, or I get ads on Prime all the time.
exactly. So
That's what you're talking about?
exactly.
Got it.
So
Very
that's one of the ways that we're doing it. But our main goal right now is to make sure we have enough providers because
cool.
you could have all the customers if no one's there to do the work, you don't have a business.
Yep. Yeah,
So
yeah.
so
It's
we
like a catch 22 where it's like you get more providers, the more customers there is, You get more customers, the more providers there is.
Yeah.
Which do you think comes first?
I would say for me, my logic would be the providers because
There's really no harm for them to be
for
on the platform, the provider, for anybody,
yes,
really.
exactly. There's no home for them.
Yeah, it's not like it's costing them money, I'm assuming, right? If that's
No, like I said, they could sign up for free and
there
they
you
could
go.
all they have to do is pay a lead fee for the
Yeah.
service. So we're not competing with them per se. They
And
have
they only get paid once somebody actually books a service.
exactly.
Oh wow. So there's really it's a free form of lead generation for them. It's ridiculous not to sign up.
Exactly. So it's like a
Yeah.
win-win situation. So yeah, we're not competing to say, oh, we're this company. We're trying to, no, it's like we're handling like the marketing part and we're bringing in customers that you may not have had the
100%.
opportunity to reach before.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's the Angie. It's the Angie, it's the Thumbtack, it's the Bark.com. That's their model. There's a
I
reason
see.
why. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's more niche down. I'm
exactly.
going there specifically for automotive services.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that a lot because I recently had some bullshit I had to deal with my car, and it's annoying to, okay, let me call my friend. Who do you recommend? Let me call this guy. What do you think is the best? I'll look at reviews. If there was a place that I could just go to and have all that stuff handled for me, it's
Exactly.
it makes life a lot easier.
That and yeah, that's the thing. So we're having providers coming on. You also would see review as far as what customers are saying about them. So you could review it on the platform and you can book service. With the Angie model, how it works also. So let's say you say, I need an oil change, and you request from 5 providers in your area. You could request a quote from all of them. Now they could all call you and bid for the service. It's not first come, first serve. It's whosoever offer the best service and pricing.
Yeah,
So if someone
that's
say $70 and another person say 50, you could go
yeah,
with the one for 50.
yeah, I like that a lot. Very cool. If you could talk to yourself when you were first starting this idea, and you could give yourself a piece of advice, something you didn't know at the time, but you knew when you were first starting off, or you know now because of the experience you have, but you didn't know when you were first starting off. What do you think that would be?
Oh wow. I didn't know how stressful it would be starting out because like I said, I had the idea. When you have, as far as being a creative person, when you have the idea, inspiration flow. So I'm always in that state of the designing and creating. But now the other part of it, the business part that you have to learn. And if you don't have someone with that experience, now you
Mm,
have to learn on your own. So when
yeah.
I started out, I was doing everything on my own, and I was just like, it's a lot of sleepless night, even though it's still sleepless, because my days normally start at 6 a.m. and I'm normally finished at 1 a.m. It's a lot of time that I'm working on it. Then I realize I have to hire an assistant. So my assistant Sarah, she's always there. So I call her my chat GPT. Whatever I want, she gets it done. She's very thorough with everything. And then from there, we start building out a team to help.
Mm,
So it helped me to free up my time because, like I said, from designing to learn whether it's legal stuff or just general business implementation and development that I didn't know about before. Now that's all part of the phase. So yeah, I would say if what I know now, I didn't know that it would be that difficult to do. But as if all has failed, I've learned something from the experience.
yeah, I love that. I love that. For the people listening to this that want to help you in some way grow this thing,
Okay.
aside from obviously signing up, what do you feel like you're looking for? What do you need help with? Walk me through that.
Well, right now, as I mentioned, we're bootstrapping it. So we're looking for investors. That's one. We're looking for people in more of a leadership role that have worked with companies in this facet. Let's say if you worked for Uber before, you have an understanding what's needed. Someone that could help us get over the hump. Because right now, like I said, we're going on what we know and what we're learning, but it's nothing beats experience. So
Yeah,
if you've done this before, yeah, what would take us 2 years to learn, someone that's done it could do it in 3 months.
yeah.
So that's what we're looking for. More people that believes in a product because I know there's one thing for sure. I know I have something at hand.
Mm.
because I looked at the competitors and see what they're doing, and I know my product is better. And it's not just from because it's my product. I look at it from when we launch, we would be the first product, as far as based on what I've seen, that offer AI automotive service in this respect. So
Very cool.
we be the first to actually hit the
Yeah,
market. Yeah.
that's dope, man. Are you familiar with Alex Hermosi?
No.
Oh, you should 100% write this name down.
Okay.
Alex Hermosi. You
Okay.
should buy his book. He's got two books. There's a third one coming out. The first one is $100 million offers.
Okay.
How to create an offer so good that people feel stupid saying no. That's the tagline.
Okay.
And the second is $100 million leads. That's the one that I recommend you read.
Okay.
And he's got a free course about it on his site, acquisition.com. He's got a free YouTube channel. He posts a ton of free business content. This guy,
Okay.
he's gonna be a billionaire. He sold a company for $46 million. Like he's an absolute G. And he
Okay.
does a lot of big things. I think that book would help you a lot when it comes to the marketing side specifically.
Got you.
Yeah. What is
Yeah.
the sorry,
Go
go.
ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, what is the best way for people to reach out to you? How can people sign up once it's ready to be launched? Walk me through that.
Okay, so as far as signing up, they could actually go to the reviloautocare.com right now, and there's a CTA to reserve your spot. So once you click on it, there's a form. They could fill out their brief information, and we'll also connect with them whenever. If they want to become a provider, they could actually, there's a link to become a provider. They could sign up there. And if they want to get a demo, we could also set up a demo as far as the product to see what it's all about. So everything is on that site. As far as reaching out to me, they could always email me. It's simple. It's my first name, last name. So it's David Hyman at Revilo Tech. So REVILOTECH .onmicrosoft.com.
Awesome. Awesome. And that's reviloautocare.com to sign up.
Yes. Yes, that's the website. Yes.
Beautiful. Awesome. Any last words before we wrap up?
No, I definitely appreciate the opportunity and the platform to speak to someone out there, because my thing was, even if it's one person that didn't know about Revelo before, it's an opportunity to spread the word. And maybe there's someone out there that's listening to what I'm saying and have an idea to start something and afraid, man, what if? Forget the what if. Yeah, you're gonna jump off whether it's you jump out the plane or the cliff, you're gonna hit bumps and bruises. But
Yeah,
don't worry about it. That's just part of the learning process. You're gonna get to a point where you're just gonna sail. I'm still hitting the bumps, but I know and I see that I'm actually gonna sail soon.
100%. Bumps, obstacles, problems that are part of the process.
Yes.
Nice thing is when you do your own thing, you get to choose kind of, it's your problem. So you take care of them a little bit more. You have a little bit
Exactly.
of pride in them.
Yeah.
I love that. You know what my favorite what if is?
Okay.
What if it did work out?
Oh yeah.
My favorite what happens, what if this out? What if it worked out?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happens then? Think
Yeah.
about it. I love that. So that wraps up another insightful episode of Founders Future. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to go to reviloautocare.com. Make sure you sign up, make sure you take that call to action and get on the waiting list. And if you're inspired by today's conversation, don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And if you are a business owner, specifically a coach, consultant, agency, or B2B service provider, and you're looking to enhance your sales and marketing efforts and really scale your business, visit closers.io to discover how we can support your growth journey. Until then, keep on climbing.